Today, we're going for a ride in my Factory 533 Hot Rod. Well, it's definitely looking a little different in the garage. It was exciting to take the car out, but at the same time, it was like, what's this? What's that? What's this? Trying to figure out what's going on with different things. The car, it's really interesting because with the manual brakes, which are working fine now, you feel every nuance. You could actually feel, as the pads grab and stuff like that, the feeling that you get on the pedals, pretty raw, if you will. You feel every nuance of it. And what we noticed is when we took it out first few times, because I had it a little bit more rear biased, is you could see the wear on the back brakes, but you weren't really seeing any wear on the front. And so that's what I knew, because I'm just putting around, that I had to bias a little bit more towards the front. Then when we go to dial it in for real, it'll be more at like high speeds and how it reacts when you slam on it and stuff like that. But pretty cool. So there's a few things that I got to tweak. Right now it looks like my right rail's a little bit towed in, and to the point where when I turn the steering wheel all the way, I could actually hit this bar over here on my passenger front wheel. So luckily I had the foam pads on there. So that's what I'm going to do right now, is I'm going to kind of fix that up. And I didn't get really, I took about 4 or 5 passes around the neighborhood, and I couldn't really do much more than that because the computer is just not responding correctly, and it is running rich, and you heard some backfires and some things. And even though I'm in learning mode, it doesn't seem to be learning. So, which kind of holds true that even when I was on the jack stands, when I started the car, let's say an hour later or a week later or whatever, it's already learned the idle. And so it should go right back to that idle and go from there. But it never would. It seems like it had to relearn idle all the time. So I'm going to have to talk to the Holly guys and see what's going on with that and try to check that out. But otherwise, things felt pretty good. And, I'm always feeling like there's just one more thing to tackle to try to you hear about like the Phytex and the Hollies and, oh, it's electronic and you just start it up and it learns automatically and everything's peachy and clean and great, and that just hasn't been the case. It's been, why is this not working? It's supposed to be automatic. So I'll say that does kind of damper my excitement of, wow, I just drove the car, because it's like, man, I would have done like 20 or 30 laps and I would have gotten it to 3,000 RPMs and let's shift it through all the gears and all that stuff. And I'm just not getting there on this travel. But not to take away, it's not a momentous occasion. It is, but it could have been cooler if it was a little bit more easier. So that's kind of where we're at on this.